Caroline.
Alex, Susan Lee, and we should acknowledge she lost her mother over the weekend as well, so our thoughts go out to her with that. But there has been a lot of speculation about whether she is going to have the party support all the way up to the next election and whether she has what it takes to maintain the leadership to that point. What's your view?
Well, I mean, you know, Susan's the leader, and yes, I should reiterate that. Condolences to her. I haven't had a chance to speak to her, but that's awful news. So that's straight off the bat. But look, I mean, I think there's a lot of water to go. There's a lot of, I guess, difficult conversations to be had. Susan's the leader, and you know, we would expect that would continue on. I should say from the outset, I voted for Angus. Because I think Angus is an extremely capable person. I would have voted for Jacinta as well. But Susan's the leader. We support the leader and we wish her well. And I'm looking forward to seeing what she can do. I think it's as simple as that. You know, I think she's got some qualities to bring to the table that are going to surprise people. And let's see where it goes. But you know, one thing we don't need is I guess ructions in the party room. It's a difficult enough business as it is. So let's hope that things are smooth sailing as they can be.
Well, talking about those ructions, we're already seeing leakings and briefings against MPs. Fairfax Papers running with a hit piece on Jacinta Price saying that there were Liberal MPs who were upset that she didn't run for that deputy position once Angus didn't get the leadership. How do you see that? I mean, if there is to be unity, how do you bring those factions together? Because I can understand why someone who's done the work Senator Price has done would be pretty disheartened to see people within the party briefing against her.
Look, yeah, I don't know. I haven't read the article, but I mean, I can understand why she didn't. I mean, the numbers just would not have been there, so there wasn't much point, I suppose, in standing. So I totally understand that. As to the question of how it's all kept together, well, I mean, John Howard did it. We expect. Look, I don't want to go through the old hackneyed statement of it's a broad church. I mean, it, may not be helpful at this point, but we are always, as I said, Menzies always intended this party to be, sort of a conglomerate of a various different number of ideas. There are always going to be, tensions, I guess, in that space. And, once again, we have to, as a movement, I think, take some sort of lead from the Labor movement and the left in this country who seem to do, hold their line very effectively on keeping those tensions a little bit behind closed doors. That's one of the problems with the Liberal Party is that because we're a bit more open, we have our pre-selections in a bit more of a democratic manner. A lot of these tensions, I suppose, get aired. But, as the Howard era shows, we're better off together than apart. And the country needs us. I mean, I think this is the bottom line, is the only thing that can save this country from the sort of things we saw in the United Kingdom in the early 80s is a Liberal Party that's functioning properly. So, I mean, that's the message that's got to be here. But, I maintain we do want the Liberal Party to be successful. We have to. There is no other alternative, and it just has to work.
I agree, and that broad church only works when the central pillar of the broad church, Alex, in my opinion, is opposition to socialism. That's what the party was founded on. Net zero is socialism. It's pretty simple to me. Alex Antic, always great to chat to you, and we'll speak again soon. Thanks, mate.